Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Toni and I run Bloom Stitch Studios. Today we are going to be starting our first project of 2026. However, I am starting this at the end of 2025 because the yarn is screaming at me to be used. I got this for Christmas and it is the Yarnsmiths Pebbel Haze prints in Aran weight. And this colorway is gorgeous. At the time of recording this, these are on a 2 for £14 offer, which is really good because usually these are £12.50 each. So I got 2 of these for Christmas, as you can see. And when I say today we are starting this project, actually I started it last night. I just didn't have the best lighting to film an intro in, so might have already started the project. However, we will cut back to past Toni so she can tell you all about it and the process so far. But we're going to be making this flower sweater by Cameron Kane. I think the original pattern is by Nikita Nightingale, but I will link Cameron's video down below if you guys want to check it out and you can find out. I think the original pattern is Nikita Nightingale, but I love Cameron's tutorials, so we're going to be following that one. I'm so excited to make this, and I picked this yarn because it is 61% cotton and 39% acrylic. So cotton is good for clothes, but I want it to be a little bit warmer, and acrylic is good for warm things. So yeah, I'm so excited to make this, and I thought I would vlog the process for you for our first project of 2026 because I can guarantee I will not get this done before the new year. Absolutely not. But that's enough said from present day Toni. For now, I will pass you on to past Toni and you can see how we did with the first lot of the pattern. Hi guys, it's Toni from the night before. I'm basically too impatient to start this project. This yarn has been calling my name ever since it entered my room on Christmas Day and I must use it. But I wanted to film a nice intro for you guys, so I hope you understand. We are going to be crocheting a flower sweater using this yarn. It is the Yarnsmiths Pebbel Haze prints in Aran weight, and it is the colour, well, I don't actually know the name, but the shade is 2M090. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm making a flower sweater, and I'm using the tutorial by Cameron Kane. I will link it down below for you guys, but I'm basically too impatient to wait to start this tomorrow. When the urge to start a project is there, I must start it. So this is what we're making and I'm really excited, and this yarn is so soft and I think it's going to be perfect for a sweater. She uses a 4.25mm hook in her video, but I'm going to use a 4.5 because I don't have a 4.25 and it says to use a 5, but it's fine. We'll use a 4.5 and yeah, it's just Toni from the night before saying sorry I'm impatient to start my video, but this is what I'm making. I have 2 of these and there should be plenty, so fingers crossed. If not, I guess I'll have to order more, but yeah, let's go. Okay, sorry, we've got terrible lighting again. However, I just got to the row where you're starting to make the pattern and I'm 5 stitches short, and I've just gone through and counted this bottom row of double crochets and there should be 100 and there's 95. So somewhere when I was doing my starting chain I miscounted 5, so now I have to frog all of this and redo it. But I really want to redo it tonight, so I need to get a wriggle on because I'd like to go to bed at 10. But yeah, I just did all of this and it's wrong and I've got to do this like 3 more times as well. But the colour's working up super cute so far. And I don't know if I said, but I used a 5mm hook to do the starting chain, and I've gone down to a 4.5. That's a little tip for anyone out there. Do your starting chains in like a half a hook size bigger. It's easier to crochet into then. But yeah, I'm gonna frog this, unfortunately, and redo it. Okay, we're back in the present day. I don't know where I finished off with showing you guys where I was up to, but we have done the first lot of flowers and I am obsessed. I think this looks so good. So now we've just got to do this pattern 2 more times or 3 more times to make the first body panel. I'm concerned this is going to be a little bit too big because it's kind of looking like it's going to be too big, but we'll find out. But I need to make one more of this size once the panel is like fully finished for the back piece, and then I need to make 2 sleeves, and they're just going to be 3 flowers wide by 3 flowers, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this is so cute, and it's quite easy. It's quite an easy pattern once you get the hang of what you're doing. Once you've done like the first 2 flowers, the second 2 are really easy to follow along with. It's double crochet. It's my favourite stitch, so I'm so pleased with how this is coming out so far. I think this is going to look phenomenal, and fingers crossed I should have enough yarn, because I think I need 720 yarn. Each one of these is 438, so fingers crossed I should have enough yarn. I'm using a 4.5mm hook. That's what I want to use. But yeah, I can't remember where I left off yesterday, but I had a little bit of a kerfuffle with this first panel, but we're all fine now. Just need to learn to count. Yeah, let's continue and see how much we can get done, because I've been dying to work on this all day. Hi guys, happy new year. I actually can't remember when I last filmed for this vlog. I don't think I've filmed since last year, and it is currently January 7th, I think. Even worse, January 8th, and I don't think I've filmed for this vlog since last year. Oops, my bad. I just took a bit of a break from filming over the new year. I kind of just wanted to ease myself into the new year. So update on my flower sweater, because obviously that's what this vlog is all about. I have completed the first body panel, which I'm really excited about. It's looking really cute. How adorable is that? It is a bit shorter than I thought it would be. I kind of thought maybe I need to do another row, but the thing is I want this cropped, and this is a very oversized sweater that I'm currently wearing, so obviously. But my trousers come up to here, and I want to wear it with like jeans. So my jeans generally come up to here, so actually it's kind of perfect length. And I obviously will be steaming this, so it will stretch a bit anyways. But yeah, that's the first panel for the body completed, which I was kind of shocked about when I first realised, because I thought I had another row of flowers to do, but you only have to do 3 rows of flowers, which is fantastic. So I'm now working on the second body panel. I started that last night. It was actually my first time touching a crochet hook since last year, so I'm pretty sure anyway. I just haven't really been in the crochet mood, if I'm being honest. But this is what we got done last night. We got 1 row of flowers done, so we've got to do 2 more rows of flowers, and then the second body panel is done. And then when I do the sleeves, you do them so they're only 3 flowers wide, so that will go by even quicker, which is even more exciting. Yarn update. This is what my first cake is looking like, and I still have a whole nother cake, so we've got plenty of yarn. I think I might finish that cake with this panel, and then we will crack open the second cake. And I have a fun TikTok I want to film with the second cake. Very excited, because I wish I'd filmed it with the first, but I didn't. Oh wells. But I am loving this colorway. It feels so soft, and this pattern is so nice to work up because it's just double crochets with the with few chains here and there and single crochets. Double crochet is my favorite, and there's like just enough variety in it that it's not boring for me, which is really exciting, and it's just working up at such a nice pace. I think my last video for you guys is my 2026 goals, how I did with my 2025 to crochet list video, and I did show you in that video, if you watched it, some yarn that I bought, my first yarn that I've bought for 2026. But I'm going to show you guys, because maybe you haven't watched that video, and if you haven't, go watch it after this one. We have a cheeky little Wool Warehouse order, and what me and my friends do, if one of us wants to buy yarn from Wool Warehouse, we just kind of group our purchase together so that we save on shipping. And then great excuse to see your friends, because you have to see each other to give each other the yarn, and so my friend gets it delivered to her house. But basically, I saw this dress that I wanted to make on TikTok, and I'd saved it into my favorites on TikTok to do at a later stage, and then she ended up sending me the TikTok of the dress and was like, how pretty is this? And I was like, yeah, I've already got that saved. And then she was like, I want to make a top version, and I was like, well, I want to make the dress. And she was like, but I want to make the top for my birthday. So because she was buying the yarn for it for her birthday, which is in literally like a month, I thought, well, I may as well buy the yarn now, and then once I finish my flower sweater I can start working on the dress. But the yarn that is used in the dress is the Drops Cotton Merino, and I've never used cotton merino before. I've obviously used Drops Cotton, like Drops Paris, but I've never used merino before. But this is so soft. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the black yarn, but the dress that she made, I will insert a video or a photo here of the dress on TikTok, but she combines it with sparkly yarn. So I got some silver sparkle yarn that I'm gonna double strand with this Drops Cotton Merino, and I think it's gonna make the most fantastic dress. And if I can make it for my birthday, that would be fantastic. My birthday's in April, so you know, I've got time. It's currently January 8th. I need to get this done first, but I'll have this done in the next few days, and then we can start this, which is so exciting. But yeah, we have 7 of these in total. Can I stack her? Yeah, we have 7 of these in total, so that should be enough to make a size small of the dress. And then we have 1 of these, because apparently this goes a really long way, which is not surprising. It's 10 grams, but it's literally like tinsel, so you know. That is my first yarn purchase of 2026. Probably my final purchase for a while, because obviously I have my yarn shelves to use up. I've still got my yarn from Christmas, like this flower sweater that I'm making, and I just plan on kind of only buying when I need it for a project, and I'm trying to only start one whip at a time while also finishing old whips this year. So yeah, first yarn of 2026, and I don't feel guilty buying it, which is when you know that you've got a good stash, when you've got like not too much. Obviously this is a lot considering, but I don't think it's too bad. It was a lot worse before, if you guys saw. I feel really good about my yarn stash this year. I feel like we're making really good progress on the sweater, and I will probably speak to you guys once I have finished the second body panel. So let's get working on that while we watch some YouTube. Okay, so it is a couple of hours later. Sorry about the lighting. My ring lights don't work, so that is on the to buy list soon. However, it's fine. Yeah, it's a little while later. I just wanted to update you. I've done this second row of flowers, so I'm now working on the third row. I am taking it nice and easy because I don't want to give myself wrist pain, and there's nothing wrong with taking it slow. Honestly, crochet is not like a race. But bearing in mind, like, this is how much yarn I've used now, so this will probably be enough for the third flowers, and then I will obviously start a new cake. But considering that's how much yarn I've used, this is the first factory knot that I've had, which is actually really impressive. I thought I would have had a lot more by now, considering these are like, what, a 200 gram skein? But it's the first factory knot, and I've done like 1 2/3 of a body panels, so I'm actually really impressed with Yarnsmiths. And I do find actually that Yarnsmiths have less factory knots in general, so go Yarnsmiths. And yeah, this is what we're looking like so far. Just about to start the third flowers, and then that will be 2 body panels done, and then we just got to do 2 sleeves and attach it all together. Okay, really didn't expect to be giving an update tonight. However, we have the 2 body panels complete, which is really exciting. So I just finished. Honestly, I don't know what one this is. Might have been the one that I just did, but this could also be the one that I just did. Don't really know, but 2 of these are done, and I'm pleased to say this is all the yarn I have left from that first skein. So we've finished our first skein of 2026, which is exciting. If you want a reference for how much that yarn makes, it makes 2 flower panels that are 4x3. So I'm gonna have plenty left to do the sleeves, because the sleeves are 3x3, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the sleeves will be 3x3, so we're gonna have plenty of leftover yarn, and I've just balled up what I have left of the first skein, which really wasn't a lot, so I'm quite glad to be starting a new skein for the next 2 panels, and then I can film my fun TikTok that I want to make as well. Might not start that until tomorrow actually. 2 body panels complete. Shock, we're filming in the daytime. I know, we have daylight to work with. I still haven't ordered myself a new ring light, so it is what it is. But I know I gave you an update last night on what I completed, so I know you know what we've done, but I wanted to show you in the daytime because everything looks different in obviously the darker light and then like actual daylight. But we're about to crack open a brand new skein of the Pebbel Haze Prince Aran. I'm so excited. I've just finished filming like all my TikToks and that with a full skein because I forgot to do that when I first started. Oopsies. But these are what the two body panels are looking like. So, oh my god, we have this one. Yet to decide what's going to be the front and the back. But this is one of them. And then this is the other one. I'm obsessed. They look so pretty and I cannot wait to finish the sleeves. I think I can get the sleeves done in like the next couple of days because I've only got to do 3x3 flowers instead of 4x3 flowers. So I'm feeling very hopeful that I can actually get that done. However, I have got to spend a bit of today editing last week's YouTube video for you guys. So we will see what we get done. I'm still very pleased that a whole skein did 2 body panels because it means that I'm going to have leftover yarn. Is that a good thing? I don't know because it's going to be really scrappy yarn. I'm still excited that I know this is going to be enough to finish what we need. Just thought I'd give you an update in the daytime so you can see like the colours in their true form. But yeah, I'm just so excited to see it finished. Okay, so we are now in the evening of Sunday and honestly I can't remember when I last filmed. So my update for you now is that we have finished the first sleeve and honestly this works up so quickly because you've only got 3 flowers going across, it's just 3x3. I've just started the next chain for the final sleeve and then once that's all done we can sew them all together. We will have a completed sweater within like the first 2 weeks of 2026, which is incredible. This is a yarn update. We've got plenty of yarn, so I'm not going to be running out anytime soon, which is fantastic. I'm just currently trying to watch Love and Yarn Studios video on the Aldi yarn event, but my Wi-Fi is being so bad. Like I was originally watching Netflix, but that kept cutting out, so I moved on to YouTube and that's just cutting out, so that's not fun. But I'm trying to watch Love and Yarn Studios video and I can't. It's really annoying. Yeah, that is my update for tonight and I will probably speak to you guys tomorrow and hopefully I will show you a finished sleeve. Guys, exciting update. I have officially finished all of the panels that I need for the flower sweater. So we have a sleeve and we have another sleeve. We have either the front or the back and then we have another front or back. So we have literally all 4 panels completed and now I just need to put them together and then we have a sweater and I need to steam it. I think I need to steam it the tiniest bit just to make it the tiniest bit longer. All the panels are completed and I never actually got bored of crocheting this. It's the same thing over and over again, like the same pattern. I didn't get bored, which is incredible because I could have guaranteed if I'd have made this a year ago I would have been so bored making this, but I wasn't. I also think it's partly because it's variegated yarn, so the colour was constantly changing, which was nice. That's why I love variegated yarn. I have variegated yarn there, love it, and that's why I love like the granny square yarns because the colours just change. But also double crochet is my favourite stitch and this whole pattern is mainly double crochets with like the odd chain and single crochet. Ugh, it's such a fun pattern. I recommend it so much and it's so easy to work out once you've like got your head around the pattern. But yeah, I just need to attach everything together, like sew everything together, and then we will be done. And update for the yarn, I obviously finished one whole skein and then I have this much left. How good is that? So I'm going to be winding this into a cake at some point because I can't leave it like this. And then yeah, we'll have a finished sweater in the next day or so, which is incredible. It's Tuesday, so I am off to see my nan and run a few errands, and then I think when we get back we'll be sewing together and then I will talk to you tomorrow with a finished sweater. How exciting. Hi, so it has been a few days. I haven't really done much crochet wise this week, but I have finished all of the panels. I think I told you that, and I have just stitch marked it together. So we basically have like a jumper that we can try on because I needed to see how the neckline was going to work. So I've stitch marked the sleeves on and everything. So now we get to try it on and see what it's going to be like and see if the neckline's okay, and if not we can like adjust it until it is okay. But I thought we could try it on together because that's like quite exciting. This wouldn't be the top I wear underneath it, like a green one. I'd probably wear like a black one underneath it, or maybe a white one, like, or a vest top or something. But this is really exciting, and for this it doesn't matter what one's the front or the back. We have a jumper. How good is this? I'm gonna steam this. This is a bit less tight, but I say this fits quite well, you know? It's a really cute length as well. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a steam to like kind of stretch it out a bit. I think it looks really cute, and I think I might move a couple of stitches. I might do the neckline to about here, so I can wear it a bit off the shoulder if I want to. Let me try that. Okay, so I moved the stitch markers 3 stitches out each, and I think this looks good. But I think what I might actually do is keep the stitch markers where I originally had it, because if I'm going to steam it, it's going to loosen up anyway, so I don't want it to become too loose, if you get me. But I think this looks so cute. Obsessed. Yeah, so now we've got the fun job of sewing it all together. It's finished. The sweater is done and I love it. I think it turned out so cute. It turns out yesterday when I kind of pieced them all together, like all the pieces, like the sleeves and that, I put the sleeves on like the wrong way, but I think it turned out so cute. The neck is kind of perfect in all honesty, because if I want to wear it like this I can, but if I want to wear it off the shoulder I also can, and I'm not being like strangled here. Like, it's got the potential to be really good off the shoulder. It does just need a steam, however I can do that another day. I'm not really fussed. I'm not going to be wearing it today, but it's completed and ready for the vlog to go up today once I finished editing it. But I think it came out so cute. I'm obsessed with it. Obsessed with the colours. Obviously it is a bit stiff at the moment, but once I've steamed it we will be 100% okay. But I think it turned out so cute. This isn't the colour top I would wear underneath it. I would probably wear a black or a white one. I don't have one of those on hand with me. They're both in the wash. But I must say, I'm very pleased, and this is officially my first project completed of 2026, and we are 18 days into 2026. So one thing ticked off my list already. If you haven't watched last week's video, go watch that. I tell you everything that I want to make in 2026. I am really pleased with how this came out. I ended up using my little ball of scraps from my first skein to sew everything together, and I still have this much left. So can't complain. Does mean I have all of this left over. I'm gonna weigh it and see how much I've got left, and then find a project that will use roughly this much yarn, because it's too nice to go to waste. But yeah, I 100% recommend this pattern. It was so fun to make, so quick to work up. Normally a sweater I think would take me like a good couple months, but I did this in like 2 weeks. Yeah, I recommend this pattern. I will link it down below. It's double crochets, single crochets and chains, and that's it. Then you just got to sew it all together. But yeah, I'm so pleased. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this vlog, and I hope you enjoyed watching me make this sweater. It is the first project completed of 2026. If you've completed any projects for 2026 already, comment them down below. I would love to know what you have been making so far. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We are trying to hit 4,000 subscribers, which we are getting so close. I'm so grateful. There is also a feature called a hype button. I found it the other day when I was watching Ellie Laura Crochet's video, but somewhere on mobile, down here somewhere, there will be somewhere to hype the video. If you can do that, that would be great, because that really helps boost the video out to other people. It says that you love the video. So if you can do that, I would really appreciate it. Give this video a like if you haven't already as well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.